Hi there, I'm Jordan Reid and I'm a co-founder and a director at Ngage Technology. As the name maybe suggests, we do websites and apps for various clients, mostly throughout Scotland, but also we've done apps for companies in New York, Central Europe, and then all the way through to the kind of Far East. But we do try and focus. We like that face to face, so we do try and focus on kind of domestic Scottish clients, and those can be varying from maybe 3 or 4 projects at any given time, if they're quite big, all the way through to 10 to 12 projects depending on the size and capacity. But the great thing about that is the variety that you get in the project work, the different needs of the clients, and then naturally some projects can maybe last for a few weeks or a few months, and then you can get that all the way scaling up to things that can be almost a year if not more. So it's really fun. I think in terms of my role, it can be quite varied depending on the project. Uh, we cover everything from the initial market. We've got a really good team that kind of focus on engaging with clients and people who are maybe looking for a little bit of advice or help out there, all the way through to people who are specifically working with us, where it's about understanding their needs and talking through them with what they're trying to achieve and what would be the ideal outcomes for them. And then it's up to our knowledge and skill to be able to translate that into a website or app that they'll be able to get those benefits from, and naturally taking that from a concept all the way through to actually building it and making it real and getting it out there and getting feedback on it. And then there's some kind of boring, the kind of testing side of it as well, with security and GDPR and things like that too. So it can be a little bit of a whirlwind depending on the day, and I think that's one of the things that I really enjoy about it, and it's one of the things a lot of the team thrive on as well, is having that constant change of different clients' interests and challenges in terms of what we're trying to technically achieve for them. I think that's probably the piece that I enjoy, and I know a lot of the team enjoy that as well. I think there are a lot of people who say that no day is the same. For us, that really is the case. We've got routines and we've got practices, but the actual content, the workload that we're doing, it does change. And with that experience, you find different ways of approaching it. But the fact that the specific challenge, the specific client, the specific app or website always has differences and nuances to it, I think that's something that we find really fun, and it keeps it entertaining and fresh for us. I'm not sure that I necessarily expected to be starting up a business with my best friend at this this kind of age, but I think from experience that we had working in the tech industry, working at IBM and things like this, that really made us work hard, and then realize that we weren't really wanting to be a cog in a bigger machine, and that going out and doing something for ourselves would be a big challenge, but it would also be a lot of fun, and that's definitely proven to be the case. You get different varieties. I mean, we've got people within the team who have came straight out of school, came out of college, maybe joined as part of like an apprenticeship and then continued on from there, all the way through to people who are maybe at university and then worked at other companies and then came through. So it's one of those things that's really nice about the type of business we're in, is that it's so much down to that team mentality and about having an interest and a passion in the work, and you learn as you're going along. For a lot of us, nobody knows everything. We really enjoy that learning and development aspect of it, and that's a big part that everyone in the team shares.